Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, which is titled as the Moksha Sannyasa Yogam. Sloka number 12. Please repeat after me. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Anishtamishtam Mishram Cha Trividham Karmana Phalam Bhavatyatyāginām Pretya Natu Sannyasinām Kvachit. Bhagavan Shri Krishna in the previous shlokas are in this chapter answering to the Arjuna's question, what is the difference between the sannyasa and tyagam, these two words, whether they are one and the same or any slight inner difference is there. I would like to know about it. Then Bhagavan started answering. I told in the last class also, in fact, all these words are used by the Lord before also. Very clearly explained about what is sannyasa, or if at all anywhere it is used tyaga. So in Bhagavan's opinion, he says first, both these words are one and the same. Simply used by different people in different contexts, different word, but absolutely they were synonym words. Then after that, there is nothing to say new again, because already spoken a lot. 15th chapter itself concluded, and bonus like only Devasura Sampat Vibhaga Yogam and the Shraddhatra Vibhaga Yogam. That too, it is Lord's in his own interest and his compassion to his devotees and the listeners of the Shastra in coming days future also. Therefore, he mentioned all that. But now Arjuna again asking the question in the end. So, after listening to so much of Vedanta classes, all that, here Bhagavad Gita. Still, if you raise the hand, still I have a doubt. Once one devotee asked the Swami Chinmayananda. Swami Chinmayananda used to conduct a lot of camps. So people keep on attend again and again, retreats like our Swamiji. One day question answer sessions will be there in Puja Gurudev's camps. One person asked a question, Swamiji, I understood everything, but only one thing I didn't able to catch or understand. What is that? What is Maya? Maybe 70 years or above the person's age, maybe attending the camps and the listening to satsanga after so many years, since so many years, I understood everything, but I didn't understand what is Maya. Then what is the use of that listening and understanding? It should not be like that. If it is, our case also is like that, we must recheck once. recheck. Because Bhagavad Gita completed, teaching is completed, full. But being it is abstract, and if the person is not attentive, and due to many other preoccupations in the mind, sometimes it will happen they may not receive. That's why we say for a lengthy period of time, persistently, consistently, okay, study of the scriptures from a living guru teacher, Shrotriya Brahmanishta. Sure. Then Bhagavan has to speak, Arjuna asked. So no choice for Bhagavan. Therefore, what he did, same karma yoga only, now he is talking in a different language. Because for Arjuna particularly, he needs to perform his duty as a Kshatriya. And Bhagavan knows very well that he is not fit for the either real sannyasa or the jnanam. But Bhagavan taught the Tattvam, Atma, nature of the Atma and all that, because by knowing that, okay, I should not cry now. That is what Bhagavan's intention in second chapter. Arjuna, don't cry. Don't cry, Arjuna. Please don't cry. If you see from this angle also, you should not cry. If you see from that angle also, you should not cry. Altogether, in short, don't cry. So Bhagavan told everything. The entire scheme of the spiritual sadhana, shastras, essence told. So okay. Then that karma yoga is now here titled as the Sattvika karma performing without expecting the results of the action is called sannyasa. This is applicable for everybody because everyone cannot just leave everything and change the dress and go for traditional sannyasa. But for everyone it is possible, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, do without attachment to that action and without expecting the result of the action. If you are able to achieve that, you have achieved the entire, the tyaga. You are sannyasi only. You are sannyasi only. So last class I quoted about the 6th chapter, what it starts, the definition for sannyasa. Anyhow, now while explaining all this, Bhagavan now here come up to the 12th shloka. From the 5th shloka onwards, it's all about the re-explanation of the karma yoga. That's it. But Bhagavan is a Bhagavan, like teacher speaks the same thing again and again, but always speaks with different words and by saying some more different statements. Same way he explained. And in the 12th shloka, last class, what we saw is, here every one of us in this world, while living here, because of our past actions, results, okay, because last janma, before janma, you have done the karma with expectation. You have not done the karma without any attachment or expectation. So you are not a tyagi that time. Now at least this life you want to become a karma phala tyagi. And for this, who is not practiced last janma, now also not practicing, then for him mainly, that means for an average person, all of us, the results come in 3 ways. Ishtam, anishtam, desirable, undesirable, or sometimes mixture. What I explained in the last class, the meaning is, either because of your punya and all that, you may born in the very well-to-do family, rich family with all the facilities, or in the higher worlds, or because of your past karmas results, now you may be born in here in a poor family with suffering and all kinds of problems, or sometimes the jiva will get the lower yonis body also, animal body, creature body. So we can see like that. Ishta means the highest world of the Devaloka, Devayoni. The lowest means any insect, creature and the animal. And Mishram is the Manushya Janma. Manushya Janma. So this is the way Shankara says meaning for all these three. But if you take now also, we don't know all this. Why I born? If I ask a straight question, any one of you, why you born as a human being? I don't know. Why you born as a woman? I don't know. Why you born in the Tamil Nadu, or why you are settled in the Coimbatore? You don't know. Why you born to these particular parents? Nothing is known. Yes? But if that is the case, how I will know that I born last Janma in a animal body, or next Janma I am going to be born as a human body, animal body? Shastra telling, but how can I? There is no any proof for it. Or going to the higher world also, again Shastra telling, we believe that in Puranas, all that. Otherwise, there is no any direct proof or evidence for me. If that is the case, it's a natural question, everybody can get it. That too in this modern world, IT world and AI world. Now, what to say for such people if anybody thinks like that? See, here also, you born as a man. You know, many people in the world, not everyone, not maybe you, they think that if I am born as a woman, it will be nice. And many women think that if I am born as a man, it will be nice. Instead of born here in the poor country, India, if I am born in the Switzerland or somewhere, it is good. Now at least let me try and get somehow and go and settle. Here you see the differences. Or we are not very rich, or we are not very poor. We are middle, Mishramam. Now you see the same thing in the animals also. Some street dogs are suffering for food, lack of food. Some dogs are, even the street dog taken by somebody, because when they are puppy, like it looks very good. He took it, even it is a street dog. Rich people won't take it, but some middle class people, they will take it, because instead of buying the puppy, why can't he take it and put it and make it grow? Then he will teach it, it will take care of the house. It born along with the 5-4 other brother, sister and all that, but one has taken by somebody. Now that is treated very well. Nice food, timely food and protection. No fear at all about the street dogs, they will come and bite it. Owner will take care. He will take it in the car. What a luxury. So, all ishtam, anishtam. Okay. Many things now which we liked it some time back, now we don't like it. Now, which we are liking now, definitely after some time we don't like it. You don't like it. This is how this world, why this kind of differences and all kinds of these fluctuations appearing in this world. To answer this question, Bhagavan says, because you have not given up the karma phala in the previous life, therefore All this happened to whom? Bhavati Atyaginam. In second line it is there. Atyaginam. Who has not given up the result of the action and claiming that I am the doer, I am the doer, I am the enjoyer. So to that person. But I will tell you, Arjuna, it won't happen for the, or hereafter it won't happen to the sannyasinam natu. Kvachita, it can never again, this sannyasi means who, which sannyasi? Karma phala tyaga sannyasi who do now, they never will be born again. But only karma phala tyagam, that is enough. You have to get the jnanam afterwards. This is only first step. That you have to understand, because told already. Karma phalam tyagam or karma yoga doing in the name of the Ishwararpana buddhi and all that. What for? Chitta shuddhyardham, jnana praptyardham, jnana arhatartham, jnana praptyardham, jnana prapti mokshartham. Then that's all. Your job will be over. So this is what Bhagavan said here. Now after that, from 13th sloka onwards, Bhagavan taking up again Jnana Yoga, highlighting. See, because ultimately talking a lot about the Karma Yoga, what for? You have to transcend one day or other. Otherwise, you have to move in this cycle again and again. Sometimes happy, sometimes very happy, sometimes miserable, sometimes very miserable. This is how the life goes. Now, 13th sloka. Panchaitani mahabaho karanani nibodha me Sankhye krutante proktani Siddhaye sarva karmanam. So from this sloka onwards, coming another 5 slokas, Bhagavan talking about the Jnana Vishayam. Jnana Vishayam. How he starts that topic subject. Please look here. After reading, finishing of the sloka, don't see the book. Whether if there is a meaning, something, you read all that at home. Okay? I am not giving the just simple meaning of that particular, that you can repeat later, because your attention will go away, that's why. Now, in this world, all of us will function, interact. Everybody has to interact. Vyavahara is there. How we are interacting, while interacting and doing some kind of actions in this world, what are the things required, with what we are doing? Sankhya Shastra says, Bhagavan used the word Sankhya, that's why I will come to the meaning. Sankhya, simple meaning of definition of Sankhya Shastra is through which discrimination and analysis, you will count the things 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Anka means number. Sankhya, which consists of the different factors, different facets. Now if you take individual, you are working here, doing something, either good or bad, whatever, how you are doing, what are the things involved in that? That Sankhya Shastra says there are 5 factors. Pancha etani, mahabhaho, 5 factors. Okay? The Tattva description, Sankhya gives actually 24 categories. Later on, that is talked in some other places 21, later 16. sometimes still lesser, Ekadasha, 11. And Bhagavan spoke here in this Gita, that is like 8. Ashtadha Prakriti. One and the same. Wherever time is there, they will elaborate. But altogether, they are talking about the same thing. Now, Pancha, what are they? Karanani, instruments. With 5 instruments, we are all functioning in this world. 5 instruments. Okay? That I am going to tell you. Nibodame, you learn from me, listen from me. I will teach you now. I will refer about it. Where it is said, Sankhya Proktani, where it is said in Sankhya. Sankhya means very clearly not which are against to the Vedanta, and the Sankhya philosophy of the Kapila Mahamuni is different. And Kapila Mahamuni, who took Avatara and came in the Bhagavatam, that is Vedanta only. So Bhagavan spoken here in the 2nd chapter or wherever the Vedanta is based on the there are confusion actually. There is another Kapila Mahamuni later who is contradicting with the Sankhya, Yoga, Tarka, Mimamsa, we say like that, no? That is a different branch. They are not fully aligning with the Vedanta. Okay? Now forget about that Sankhya. We are not talking about that. But here Sankhya means Bhagavan Shankara writes clearly Vedante. Vedante, Gnana Yoge. Okay? And that Vedanta Shastra, the Gnana Yoga, talks about this Krutante, Krutante Vedante Gnana Yoge. What is Krutante? Where the doing will get end and just being will start. Krita, doing. Anta, now relieved from the karma chakkar, the confusion and delusion and fear of the karma. When it will happen? When a person completely able to walk and accept and take the Gnana Yoga. That's it. That's it. So, end of the Karma Yoga will is the starting of the Vedanta, Gnana Yoga. So, in that particular aspect, the final last step, Gnana Yoga, which is nothing but called Vedanta, which is nothing but the Veda Anta Krutanta, that also meaning. You do this, you do that, you that, so many karma, yaga, yajna, all that Veda speaks. And at the end, stop, enough of it. Keep it them side. Keep it them side. When that stage comes, when that maturity comes for that person, now this is the Vedanta Gnana Yoga. In that it is told, Sarva Karmanam, whatever, whoever doing in this world, for all of them, these 5 factors. What are they? Now Bhagavan and telling about that clearly. Shankara writes about the Sankhya, meaning Gnatavyaha Padardhaha. The factors and the facets which we have to know it first and know that they are all belongs to the Prakriti and then come to discover the Purusha. So Gnatavyaha, you should know those Padardhaha, those factors. Then Sankhyayante, then we'll count them. We'll count them. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, like this, no, counting, all that. Sankhyayante yasmin, in which discussion, topic, this is done, that Shastram, tat Sankhyaṁ Vedantam Vadanti. That is called Vedanta, that is called Sankhya. Okay. Now next shloka. What are those five? Listen. In 14th shloka. Adhishtanam tatha karta karanam cha prudhak vidham vividhascha prudhak cheshthah daivam chaivatra panchamam. If you want to enjoy or relish the talk, what I am talking here, provided you have heard the previous shlokas, or we have some extent studied and understood listened the Bhagavad Gita. So if any one of you are not doing that, please do that. The topic which you are listening in Satsanga, that should be followed by recap. I mean, you go and listen again and listen the previous topic and attend without fail next class also. Otherwise the connectivity won't come. What sir is talking, because of, for his sake, today I just came to see, it won't work, it won't help. So I have to say that because I had a doubt, sir, that at least are you listening in the media, the talks which I am doing continuously? I am not doing randomly. One thing if started every week, that is done perfectly and completed the topic. So if you don't listen continuously with interest, what you will receive? Today you will enjoy a few words here, but unfortunately I cannot put many jokes in between here. Okay, this is not a joke telling session, because why we say when crowd is more and when people are not attentive, restless, then the jokes will come. That kind of sessions also you cannot receive much. What we are doing is the study, sincere, systematic study of the Shastra, spiritual education in a systematic way. Okay, anyhow, side point. I feel like to say that I told. One, Adhishtanam. You can count on your fingers. Number one, Adhishtanam. Tatha, then Karta. Two. Third, Karanam. And then fourth, Vividhascha Prutak Cheshtaha. And five, Daivam. So, Adhishtanam, Karta, Karanam, Vividhascha Prutak Cheshtaha, you can make it shorter, Cheshtaha and Daivam. What is this? The words looks like new, but what we talk from the Tattva Bodha onwards. Now summarized and brought into 5 words. Adhishtanam means, see, whatever you are doing or not doing dharma or adharma, anything, by staying in which, by residing in which you are performing, all the actions are performed through this body only, isn't it? But now body is not exactly directly doing, but body is giving a shelter. Therefore, it is the shelter, residence, ayatanam. That is called adhishtanam. Adhishtanam word is used for the Brahman actually. The whole thing is supported by the Brahman. No, that is not here. Yes, this physical body, Annamaya Kosha. Now, if you compare, I will give you one drishtanta, then we can compare with this. A automobile, any car or auto is there. So the body is there, that is the gross body. That is called adhisthana. Now in that, if there is no wheels or no steering, nothing can be done. So karanam, they are all called instruments again. The whole thing is adhisthana and instrument. And that is not enough, petrol should be there. The petrol is called pranamaya kosha. So nothing here, one by one, this annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, that is only told in a different words. And annamaya kosha is, manomaya kosha is, pranamaya, everything is, petrol is there, everything is there, vehicle is ready. But it won't move. You need a driver there. The driver is this Vijnanamaya kosha, ahankara, this foolish fellow. He has to sit in that. Okay, he sat in that, vehicle is there. All the things are perfect. And there is a power, horsepower to move. And there is a person to operate it. But he should have some goal, where to go. Simply to sit. Simply to sit, no. You started from home and you have a goal to come to the sadhanalaya class. And according to that, he take the direction and go. Now, another important thing is the fifth one, Daivam. Daivam means here not any talking about the God. Altogether, you can say here the time factor or the karma factor, but my karma is coming, the result only to me, who is giving what? Here exactly the meaning is, behind every karanam, there is a presiding deity, that power energy is called Daivam. You got the point now? Because once if the driver started vehicle, we have no guarantee that we will reach it. Anything can happen, tire puncture, whatever, or traffic jam, returning back, anything can happen. Those things are in our hands, which are not in our hands, whether our ears has to function perfectly or not, whether our eyes perfectly function or not, because they have got their presiding deities, energies, power is called Daivam here. If you remember the Tattva Bodha classes, their big list has given about the each presiding deity. For example, Padoho Devata Vishnuhu, Hastoho Devata Indraha, then Chakshur Devata Suryaha, Shrotra Devata Dig Devata Shrotram, and Vag Devata Agnihi, Vag Devata Agni also. Like this, Ashwani Kumaras for the nose smelling, and Vayu Devata for the touching the skin, this, and for the Manas Chandrama, Manaso Devata, and for the Buddhi, Bruhaspati is the Buddhi Devata, and Ahankara Devata is Rudra. All the list has given. It is a faculty or the power through which, because of this, the samashti power expressing through this individual person body. So one person's ears are working perfectly until up to the death, but some person's ears not blessed by that Devata, even the Devata is present. The hearing power Devata is there, Dig Devata. Because of your karma phala, with these instruments you have to undergo all kinds of fluctuations. We never think of all this. It looks like a LKG teaching only, very simple thing only told with a little this, that. What is difficult in this? We study this in the biology class also, in the LKG, UKG also, parts of the body. What is this? Nose. Teacher will teach you all the 5 sense organs and organs of action. So everything. Now, if you understood this example, now Darshtanta, same, this automobile body, this is the Adhishtanam, and inside there is a Karta. If there is no Karta, driver, okay, Karta and Bhokta also. And then as a Karta to do for me, I need hands, I need legs, I want eyes and all that. Karanam, Prutak Prutak. Each Karanam do different work. Okay? Eyes only see the Namarupas, ears only hear the sound. They won't interfere in the other's field. And Vividhascha Prutak Cheshtaha. Here Vividhaha Prutak Cheshtaha means these instruments to do different their actions. Inside again there is this Pranamaya Kosha is there, no? Each prana functioning in different way here. Generally we don't think about the prana, but if you say like this, there are subtle upapranas which are cause for the Devadatta, Dhananjaya, Kurma, Krikara, Naga, 5. What are there? Blinking of the eyes, sneezing, yawning, belching, all these subtle things has to happen. Then only we will be able to function and live. If anyone goes this way, that way, problem. So like this, Prutak Cheshta. Or if you take Panchapranas inside, inhaling, exhaling, prana, apana, or if you put in this way, feeling hunger and then swallowing, chewing, digesting, assimilating and eliminating. So you can compare with all this called Vividhaha Prutak Cheshtaha. But as I told you now, to all these things to function, the Daivam factor also is there. So altogether, Panchaitani Vishayani Sankhya Proktani. So like this, what Bhagavan wants to say, sir, what's the anatomy of the body talking? Slowly, have you observed any time? Who is really here? Okay, this is the first step. Now, once you understand this, then what? Bhagavan in next sloka, these 5 factors, now I will put into 3 headings. Let me tell you, because I know that you may understood, but still for my satisfaction, I will put all this into 3. Like, sometimes the 5 Panchakoshas, we talk as the 3 Sharirams, Shariratrayam and Panchakosham, one and the same. Same way in the 15th sloka, Bhagavan now telling, Shariravaং manobhiryat karma praravate naraha nyayam va viparitam va panchaite tasya hetavaha. Okay. What are the 3? Okay. Through 3 counters, all the actions together, if you want to say in 3 groups, 3 counters. What is? One is through this physical body, Sharira, and then second is through the speech, walk, and third is mind. Manasa vacha karmana, kayena manasa, okay, manasa vacha karmana, bodily through the speaking words and then by thinking. So we think first and thought of, and that will, sometimes we may not say, through words it will come. Even if it is not coming through the words externally, you think and talk to yourself, but ultimately you will do the action. Yes. Apart from this, there is anything? All your Interactions in this world from morning to night comes under these three, either bodily, either verbally, either mentally. Therefore, in this way, Naraha, the human being, prarabhate karma, he keeps on doing as soon as you get up, immediately, where I am, what is the time now, today what breakfast, where to go, this, that, planning, thinking and executing. And in between phone calls, we will talk, and our husband will tell to the wife and wife tell to the husband, go and get something from the shop, no vegetables. The words are started interacting. Communication starts. Prarabdhe naraha karma in this way. In that karma, whether it is a nyayam or anyayam, kramam or akramam. Generally to do kramam is difficult. To do akramam is very easy. You know, akramam means to be lazy, to be careless, to be somehow simply is to be strict and punctual and perfect and everything. Alert living is difficult. So here, nyayam va viparitam won't say either dharma or adharma, righteous or unrighteous things people will do. Therefore, the five itself is functioning through these main three counters of the body, mind and speech, and all this together. That's why they call it as a pancha ete tasya hetavaha. Even this body, speech and mind when I am telling, but for that also the five is required now. The words, mouth will speak after seeing that. I saw the fan first, then I will tell, please move the fan little this side. So eyes has to see, and my body has to feel the touch, and so then I will communicate. Or I myself go get up and do the action. So like this is what the life is going on. Then nothing is special here. Then tell me something special, no sir. Okay, I will just start the 16th sloka. From here the special message will be there, but the special food will be given later, not today. I am just tempting you, then you will come to the next class. Oh, something special, Bhagavan going to give. Let me not miss that. Sloka number 16. Tatraivam sati kartaram Atmanam kevalam tu yaha Pashyatya kruta buddhitvad Nasa pashyati durmatihi. Yes, I have few minutes to say. According to my video switch on, I will come. We will see this also. It's not very difficult, but Bhagavan now. Okay, I told that this is what the world, everybody's life is like that only. Where the Bill Gates or Anil Ambani, whatever, whoever, Ambani, Tatas, everybody, you, me, everybody. Now what makes the difference? What for this Sankhya, Krutanta, Yoga, Gnana Yoga and all that? Why this Bhagavad Gita class? Now here comes. First Bhagavan tells in this sloka, this is the lot of the Ajnani, the ignorant. English law you want to call it the idiot, indiscriminative person. If anybody calls idiot, will get lot of anger, but actually decent to say you have no discrimination. That's why you are called as idiot. You have no idea. The person who doesn't have the idea is idiot. I don't know. I think like that. What idiyappam? Who didn't eat the idiyappam? Who don't know how to eat the idiyappam otherwise? Because eating idiyappam is a little peculiar. In each place, somewhere they give the coconut milk and somewhere they will give something. Another potato smash something. And finally it looks like a net. A new person sees, what is this, how to eat? And that too, they want to cut it and make it 2 spoons and eat. Style. If you take with the hand itself and eat, it won't come properly. Then you want pork and this and that. Okay, avastha. Here, about the idiot. Ajnani, he thinks in this way. What? Tatra evam sati, this is being so. What I have spoken to you, this is 5 karanams and 3 counters. For everybody it is like that. This is being so. Tu yaha pashyati kevalam atmanam. One who sees himself means this body, this mind, this speech, these 5 karanams. These are all the real truth, Atma. Who consider himself body identified, thinking that I am the body, I am the mind, everything. He is limited only to this 5 or 3. So, Kevalam Atmanam. This is the Atma, this is the thing. Because nothing is known other than this. Nothing is known. We simply say that he is a Gnani, he is the Gnani Mahatma. What Gnanam? Because Gnanam cannot be seen outside. And the topic or the ingredient which Gnana speaks about, the Atma cannot be seen. Atma cannot be listened. Atma cannot be touched. Atma cannot be tasted. Atma cannot be thought of. Therefore, naturally, better not to come to the Gita class. They are simply making bluff. After listening some time, this kind of some insect, termite will enter into the mind for many people. Because after going to some kind of functions and receptions and this, that, and seeing all that color pump and show and light and everything like that, he better hereafter need not to go to the Bhagavad Gita class. See how nice all these things. If I switch on my big LED TV screen, Abba, what a colorful, wonderful time ponade theriyala. I don't know that how time passing, and I'll forget all my problems and everything is nice. I spend. Looks like so better than listening to this Bhagavad Gita. He is called idiot. Now this idiot, this aviveki, kevalam atmanam, then because of his thinking I am the body, then I am the doer, kartaram. Kartaram. Why he is doing like that? Akruta buddhitvat. Okay? Real word Bhagavan is scolding here actually. I only just told that kevalam atmanam, the idiot, all that. But here only. Akruta buddhitvat means uncultured, untrained. Avyavasayatmika buddhi, the indiscriminating person. And asamskruta buddhi. Shankara writes in the Bhasha, Vedanta Shravanam not done, Gita not heard, not approached any spiritual teacher, and such a materialistic person never thought of that, why this life, why these sufferings, what is all this? Only one son, 24 years. Died in front of the parents. But do those parents will get realize? They will get any question? This is the life? Why have to go through this suffering? Now, these parents are also not very old. You imagine, 24 years boy, parents less than 50, 40. Now they have to live 25 more, 30 years with this bad memory of the misery, we lost the son. They will get shattered. In that shattering, they may enter and go into the different kinds of things. Sometimes we will go to the foolish bhakti, sometimes they will get depressed, sometimes they will get deviated and they will become something, cranky, all that. Very rarely, Some will think that there is any remedy to my misery. What is this? Why it happens? What? And I want to find out. Is it my lot to be born again? And if you born again, this will continue. You don't know. What is going to happen, what is going to come, you don't know. Again, sukha dukkha, all these kind of things will happen. But this akruta atma, akruta buddhitvat, he never realized that. Somehow he manages by going with the friends, by going to the drinking, by going to the entertainments, he will try, he want to forget that pain. Anything can happen. Sometimes become, I told no, foolish devotee. And after that then only going here and going there, going here and going there, running on. Why all this? For whom it is happening? Why it happening? If these two questions comes to such a person, he is a gnani. In next sloka, Bhagavan is going to talk about the gnani. Now he concludes with the last one word, such a person, saha durmatihi, bad luck. Durmati means actually who got distorted, very distracted, distorted. Now you have to join these two, akruta buddhitvat, saha durmati. So about these two words, again next class we will ponder on them, and next we will continue. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Hari Om Tat Sat.